Today's chapter that we're going to read is chapter 18, and it's called Down the Chocolate River. Great readers make predictions before they read. Based on the title of this chapter, who has an idea what we might be reading about today? Put a thumbs up on your chest. I'm looking for a scholar that can make a prediction, Adonis, about what we might be reading about today. Going to Michael Kuzi. Love to see you participating. Michael, go ahead. What might we be reading about today, sweetie?
What we might be reading about is that is that Mr. Wonka is that Mr. Wonka and everyone else maybe are gonna find Augustus
Oh, why do you think that?
because because maybe they're gonna go to the place of where Augustus is going to go, and then after maybe they'll find him there in the barrel.
Yeah, because where did Augustus fall into, Michael?
He fell into the chocolate river when he was eating chocolate from the river.
Yeah, beautiful. Give Michael some shine, and then we're back on me in 3. Hands are folded. I'm checking every single scholar in this classroom. In 2, Zoe Stukes. 1, I will not say your name again, Zoe. And 0, Felix, nice straight back, nice folded hands. Madison, love the eyes on the screen. Noah, eyes. Wow, Jaden, you look like a role model. So do you, Sarai. So do you, Leon. Okay. We are moving into the chapter. I will show it on my screen, so don't worry if you don't have it with you right now. Going to my screen. Here we go, Down the Chocolate River. I love this chapter. If you're excited, show me silent excitement right now. Brandon Crumble, please stop writing on the screen now. That is my final reminder to you. Okay, here we go. Down the Chocolate River. Off we go, cried Mr. Wonka. Hurry up, everybody. Follow me to the next room. And please, don't worry about Augustus Gloop. He's bound to come out in the wash. They always do. We shall have to make the next part of the journey by boat. Here she comes. Look, a steamy mist was rising up from the great, warm chocolate river. And out of the mist there appeared suddenly a most fantastic pink boat. It was a large open rowboat with a tall front and a tall back, like a Viking boat of old, and it was of such a shining, sparkling, glistening pink color that the whole thing looked as though it were made of bright pink glass. There were many oars on either side of it, and as the boat came closer, the watchers on the riverbank could see that the oars were being pulled by masses of Oompa Loompas, at least 10 of them to each oar. This is my private yacht, cried Mr. Wonka, beaming with pleasure. I made her by hollowing out an enormous boiled sweet. Isn't she beautiful? See how she comes cutting through the river. The gleaming pink boiled sweet boat glided up the riverbank. 100 Oompa Loompas rested on their oars and stared up at the visitors. Then suddenly, for some reason best known to themselves, they all burst into shrieks of laughter. What's so funny? asked Violet Beauregard. Oh, don't worry about them, cried Mr. Wonka. They're always laughing. They think everything's a colossal joke. Jump into the boat, all of you. Come on, hurry up. As soon as everyone was safely in, the Oompa Loompas pushed the boat away from the bank and began to row swiftly down the river. Hey there, Mike TV, shouted Mr. Wonka. I'm flipping the page. You should be too if you're reading from the packet. Do not lick the boat with your tongue. It'll only make it sticky. Daddy, said Veruca Salt, I want a boat like this. I want you to buy me a big pink boiled sweet boat exactly like Mr. Wonka's. Now I want lots of Oompa Loompas to row me about, and I want a chocolate river, and she wants a good kick in the pants, whispered Grandpa Joe to Charlie. Okay, we're going to stop here for a second and talk about this. I see some smiles on your faces, which shows me that you're listening, Matthew, really carefully. Why did Grandpa Joe say that Veruca Salt wants a kick in the pants? Why did he say that? If you have an idea, put your hand on your chest. Noelani, please stop chatting me. Sakir, why did Grandpa Joe say that, sweetie? Hold on, I have to unmute you, Sakir. Go ahead.
Grandpa Joe said that to Charlie because since Veruca thought was so spoiled, she wanted everything, and not all kids get everything they want.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Yep.
when you're usually asking for anything, yelling at your parents don't get happy with you.
Very good answer, Sakira. Give her some shine. Excellent, excellent thought there. Beautiful. Back in Scholar, checking every single scholar in this classroom in 3. Wow, Mommy, 2. 1, nice straight back, and 0. Yes, Josiah, look at you making great choices. I can tell you're so excited to read, Darius. I need your eyes. Nathaniel, so much better. Really proud of you. Great choices this afternoon. Jasleen, sit up and fold your hands. Beautiful. Let's keep reading. If you're excited to keep reading, show me silent excitement super, super quick in 3, 2, 1, and then fold those little hands. Let's read about what happens next in this silly story. Okay. The old man was sitting in the back of the boat, and little Charlie Bucket was right beside him. Charlie was holding tightly onto his grandfather's bony old hand. He was in a whirl of excitement. Everything that he had seen so far, the great chocolate river, the waterfall, the huge sucking pipes, the candy meadows, the Oompa Loompas, the beautiful pink boat, and most of our Mr. Willy Wonka himself, had been so astonishing that he began to wonder whether there could possibly be any more astonishments left. Where were they going now? What were they going to see? And what in the world was going to happen in the next room? Isn't it marvelous? Asked Grandpa Joe, grinning at Charlie. Charlie nodded and smiled up at the old man. Suddenly, Mr. Wonka, who was sitting on Charlie's other side, reached down into the bottom of the boat, picked up a large mug, dipped it into the river, filled it with chocolate, and handed it to Charlie. Drink this, he said. It'll do you good. You look like you starved to death. Then Mr. Wonka filled a second mug and gave it to Grandpa Joe. You too, he said. You look like a skeleton. What's the matter? Hasn't there been anything to eat in your house lately? I'm flipping the page. You should be too. Ooh, Sakir did it immediately. That girl's on fire. She's paying such close attention. Not much, said Grandpa Joe. Charlie put the mug to his lips as the rich, warm, creamy chocolate ran down his throat into his empty tummy. His whole body from head to toe began to tingle with pleasure, and a feeling of intense happiness spread over him. Show me what Grandpa Joe's face might have looked like right now. Yeah, Fatima looks so happy. Her mouth is open. Oh, Amelia, you look so happy. I love to see those smiles. Resetting in Scholar in 3, 2, 1. Sit up. And Amelia, 0. Beautiful. Let's keep reading. Okay. You like it? Asked Mr. Wonka. Oh, it's wonderful, Charlie said. The creamiest, lovely chocolate I've ever tasted, said Grandpa Joe, smacking his lips. That's because it's been mixed by the waterfall, Mr. Wonka told him. The boat sped on down the river. The river was getting narrower. There was some kind of dark tunnel ahead, a great round tunnel that looked like an enormous pipe, and the river was running right into the tunnel, and so was the boat. Row on, shouted Mr. Wonka, jumping up and down and waving his stick on the air. Full speed ahead. And with the Oompa Loompas rowing faster than ever, the boat shot into the pitch dark tunnel, and all of the passengers screamed with excitement. You're all muted right now, so scream with excitement like you're on the fastest boat ever. Back in Scholar 3, nice Maddie 2. 1 and 0, checking every single scholar in this whole entire classroom for who looks the best. Ooh, it could be Josiah, it could be Kyer, it could be Fafi, it could be Jaden if he puts his eyes on the screen, it could be Peyton if he folds his hands, Liam because his back is super straight. Great, nice job, Jace. Let's keep reading. How can they see where they're going? Shrieked Violet Beauregard in the darkness. There's no knowing where they're going, cried Mr. Wonka, hooting with laughter. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction they are going. There's no knowing where they're rowing, on which way the river's flowing. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing. He's gone off his rocker, shouted one of the fathers aghast, and the other parents joined in the chorus of fright and shouting. He's crazy, they shouted. He's balmy, he's nutty, he's screwy, he's batty, he's dippy, he's dotty. He's daffy, he's goofy, he's beamy, he's buggy, he's wacky, he's loony. Okay, scholars, why did they say all those things about him? Why did they say that Willy Wonka was screwy, batty, dippy, dotty, daffy? Why did they say those things? January, I'd love to hear your thoughts here. Put your eyes on the screen and on January now. January, why'd they say that?
They said that because they thought because he kept rhyming about the Oompa Loompas going somewhere.
Okay, why else?
Oink,
Yep,
oink,
keep going.
oink, oink.
Okay, why else might they have said that he was crazy? Why else might they have said that? Coming to you, Jewel. Go ahead, sweetie.
They might have said all out of those words because like when I see the picture of the story in my head, I can see like him being kind of weird because they're in a dark tunnel, and I think that the people are like kind of scared because he keeps saying all of these wacky words.
Totally, yeah. And scholars, how would you feel? Thumb up to your chest. How would you feel if you were racing through a chocolate river and it was pitch black and you couldn't see anything? How would that make you feel? Thumb up if you know how that would make you feel. Matthew, I love that you're actually showing me. Tell us how you would feel, sweetie.
I would feel like really scared or surprised.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'd feel really, really, really scared. Beautiful. So let's keep reading. Right now, I'm going to check that every single scholar is sitting back straight, hands folded, ready to keep reading like the great readers that we are. Checking my first page. Great. Felix, eyes on the screen, sweetie pie. Beautiful, beautiful job. Let's keep reading. Here we go. Karina, love your eyes, by the way. No, he is not, said Grandpa Joe. Switch on the light, shouted Mr. Wonka, and suddenly on came the lights, and the whole tunnel was brilliantly lit up, and Charlie could see that they were indeed inside a gigantic pipe, and the great upward curving walls of the pipe were pure white and spotlessly clean, and the river of chocolate was flowing very fast inside the pipe, and the Oompa Loompas were rowing like crazy, and the boat was rocketing along at a furious pace. Mr. Wonka was jumping up and down in the back of the boat and calling to the rowers to row faster and faster still. I'm flipping the page. If you're reading in your packet, you should be too. He seemed to love the sensation of whizzing through a white tunnel in a pink boat on a chocolate river, and he clasped his hands and laughed and kept glancing at his passengers to see if they were enjoying it as much as he. Look, Grandpa, cried Charlie, there's a door in the wall. It was a green door, and it was set into the wall of the tunnel just above the level of the river. As they flashed past it, there was just enough time to read the writing on the door. Storeroom number 54, it said, all the creams, dairy cream, whipped cream, violet cream, coffee cream, pineapple cream, vanilla cream, and hair cream. Hair cream, whispered Mike TV. You don't use hair cream. Row on, shouted Mr. Wonka. There's no time for such a silly question. They streaked past the black door. Storeroom number 71, it said on it. Whips, all shapes and sizes. Whips, cried Veruca Salt. What on earth do you use whips for? For whipping cream, of course, said Mr. Wonka. How can you whip cream without whips? Whipped cream isn't whipped cream at all unless it's been whipped with whips. Just as a poached egg isn't a poached egg unless it's been stolen from the woods in the dead of night. Row on, please. They passed a yellow door on which it said, storeroom number 77, all the beans, cocoa beans, coffee beans, jelly beans, and has-beans. Has-beans, cried Violet Beauregard. You're one yourself, said Mr. Wonka. There's no time for arguing. Press on, press on. But 5 seconds later, when a bright red door came into sight ahead, he suddenly waved his gold-topped cane in the air and shouted, stop the boat! Okay, scholars, I want you to say to yourself right now, stop the boat! Good, Brayden. Beautiful. Hands are folded. 3, 2, 1, and 0. So that was a super exciting chapter. If you have a prediction about what might happen next based on how this ended, give me a thumbs up on your chest and a big wide smile. Thumbs up on your chest and a big smile. Karina, I love to see your smile, sweetie pie. I'm coming to you. Karine, what do you think might happen in this next chapter, babe?
What I think that might happen in the next chapter is that the people are gonna be, why did you stop the boat? Like they're gonna be mysterious.
So Yeah, they're curious about the red door. Give her some shine. I'm curious about the red door too. I can't wait to see what we find behind that crazy door. Okay, so now it's time for us to answer some questions about this chapter. I thought this was such a weird chapter. I'm curious to hear if you did as well, and I'm excited to answer questions about it with you too. We are moving back to my screen and looking at the first question. If you have a packet, it's I do number 1. If you don't have a packet, lucky you, it's right on the screen. So the teacher, I can't see you right now, but I know that the other 3rd grade teachers are looking through the rooms and making sure that everyone's carefully paying attention with their hands folded and their back straight, just like we would answer multiple choice questions in class, okay? Number 1 says, read the lines below. Hey there, Mike TV, shouted Mr. Wonka. Please do not lick the boat with your tongue. It'll only make it sticky. Which best explains why Mike TV was licking the boat? Okay, scholars. So what a silly thing to do is lick a boat. But I know that this is not an ordinary boat. I know that this boat was made out of sweets. Okay, it was a boiled sweet. And I can prove that by going back to the text, specifically to this part where Willy Wonka said, I made her by hollowing out an enormous boiled sweet. And so that's my evidence for number 1. If it came from a sweet, I bet it tastes pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my I do question. I'm going to clear this. Shout out to all of you for not drawing on the screen. And I'm going to write my draft. And my draft is going to be, it was made from candy, because the boat was made from a sweet or from candy, okay? So now I'm going to go through my answer choices. He really likes the boat. I don't know that that's the case. I don't have evidence for that, and it does not match my draft. So I am going to cross that out now. He likes to always be eating something. We know that Mike TV mostly likes to be watching TV, right? We had another friend, Augustus Gloop, who was always eating something. So I don't think that's my answer, and I'm going to cross that out now. The boat is made of candy. Wow, that matches my draft almost exactly. I'll put a dot. And D says the boat is incredibly beautiful. Oops, maybe that's true, but that wouldn't make it taste good. So I don't think that's my answer. Oh Lord. C is my best answer. And it matches my draft, and I can back it up. Brandon, thank you so much, but please don't do that. And I can back it up with evidence from the text. Okay, we are going to go back to the room. Oh Lord. Okay, there we go. All right, so how did Miss Royer, why do we know that C, the boat is made of candy, is the best answer? Thumbs up to your chest if you can tell me why that's the best answer out of all 4. Going to you, Felix. Spotlight on you. Go ahead, Felix.
That is the best answer out of all of them, because we already know that Augustus Gloop loves eating, so B cannot be the answer. And it doesn't make sense that it says on A that he really likes the boat, because we know that he really likes watching TV. And D says that the boat is incredibly beautiful, but we didn't annotated that or find that in the text, so that's why we know that C is the best answer.
Great answer, Felix. That was really thorough explanation. Give him some shine right now. I would love to have you all participate in the next question through a poll, but I need hands folded, back straight, and eyes on the screen if I'm going to put this poll up for all of you. Checking every single person in the room. 3rd grade teachers, is there anyone that you want to shout out right now that's been doing a great job so far and will continue to do so?
Raymore looks great right now because his back is straight and his are folded, and his eyes have been on the screen the whole time. Shout out to you, Raymore. And Michael Kuzi looks really good as well.
Wow, Michael, way to make great choices and fix earlier behavior. I'm so proud of you. Okay, great. So let's look at our next question together. I really like this question, and I'm excited to do a poll together about it. So number 2 says, and this is in your packet if you have your packet in front of you, as I do, number 2. Read the following sentence from page 85. He is balmy. The word balmy is a synonym for, okay, so let's break apart this question a little bit. This question is asking me for a word that means the same thing as balmy, because a synonym is a word that means the same thing, okay? In this, I don't have enough evidence right here to tell what this word means on its own. So I need to go back to the text. And this is the part in the text where they are saying that Mr. Wonka is balmy. So I just want you to look at the words around it. I see crazy. I see nutty. Okay, that's my evidence for number 2. And now I'm going to go back. What might it mean to be balmy? Thumbs up on your chest if you have an idea. What does it mean to be balmy? What does it mean to be balmy? Prince Ahumba, love to see your hand. Prince, what does that mean, sweetie? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me unmute you. What does that mean?
Balmy means that you're like goofy or crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. If you agree with his idea, give me a me too or a thumbs up, or you nod your head. Beautiful. So let's all, if we have a packet in front of us, pick up our pencil and jot down something like crazy. Okay, I'm going to do that now as well. I'm going to write down crazy as my draft, and I backed that up with evidence from the text. Pencils down in 10, 9, 8, checking every single scholar in 5, 4, 3. Wow, Maddie, your eyes are locked. Josiah, waiting to see your eyes locked too. 1, David, beautiful posture. And Sarai, 0, excellent choices, Prince, Darius, and Jaden. Okay, now here's my next question for you. What 2 words can we immediately eliminate? What 2 answer choices can we immediately eliminate? If crazy is a negative word and has a negative connotation, what 2 answer choices can we immediately eliminate? Going to Darius. Maggie, put your pencil down, please. Spotlight on Darius. Darius, go ahead, sweetie.
You can immediately cross out boring and patient.
Okay, I wouldn't say boring and patient. I would definitely say patient we could get rid of, because that's a good quality, right? What other quality there is a good thing that doesn't match with the idea of being crazy and isn't negative at all? Darius?
Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious, right? Hilarious and patient are really good qualities. They have positive connotations. So I could immediately scrap those, okay? So now I'm between 2 answer choices. Show me if you're ready for a poll in 3, 2, Umar, 1, and checking every single scholar in this room. Peyton, hands out of your mouth, 0. Nice posture, Ashley. Nice posture, Caitlin. Nice eyes, Aisha. Wow, JL, you look like a star. Okay, polls going up. Which word would best, oops, not this one, hold on. Here we go. The word balmy is a synonym for. It's up now. Vote now. 10. This should be absurdly easy. Every single person needs to get this right. 9, 8, 7. Ooh, results are looking good so far. We've all picked the same answer choice. 6, 5. Don't forget to vote. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, hands folded on mommy. Sit down in 3, 2, 1, and 0. So was the correct answer B or C? Show me, say it to the camera now. Good, the best answer was B. Loopy means like crazy or weird, and so does balmy. So nice job, silently celebrate that every single person in the room got that right. Second scholar in 3, hands folded 2, 1, and looking for the best scholar in the room, 0. Let's see who it could be. I'm checking every single scholar. Wow, could be Felix, nice straight back. Could still be Fatumata, also nice straight back. Could be Nathaniel and Peyton, who are making great choices. Same with Jordan. Same with Nicholas Page. Love to see that. Okay, great. Let's go to our next question. Which of the following best explains, actually, we're going to skip this one, and we're going to skip this one. How does this illustration on page 82, which I put into the PowerPoint for you here, help you better understand the main idea of chapter 18? How does the illustration help you better understand the main idea? My timer is on. You have 2 minutes to answer that question. Go ahead. The picture's on the screen if you don't have it in front of you, as is the question. You can help me by putting a thumbs up when you're ready, so I know that we can move on. Ariani's writing. Teachers, feel free to shout out anyone else that's writing. It's hard for me to see when I'm sharing my screen.
Sally Matu's pencil is moving. She's looking super focused. So is Maymore.
You have about 1 minute, but if you're done early, put a thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Hands are folded, backs are straight, eyes are up here in 3, 2, 1, 0. Checking page of Scholars 1. Nice, Abdul. Checking page 2. Page 3. Beautiful. Okay, I know we're putting our elbows up. I wish we could clap them out too. But right now, I just need a scholar to share their answer to number 7. Was it A, B, C, or D? Thumb up if you know if it was A, B, C, or D. Going to someone I have not heard from yet, Nathaniel. Nathaniel, was it A, B, C, or D? Hold on, let me just unmute you quickly. Go ahead, buddy.
I think it's A
Why?
because I think it's A because in page 82 it said, because in page 82 in the words, one of the words, Mr. Willy Wonka, he told the Oompa Loompas to go faster.
Okay, for sure he did tell them to go faster. Scholars, agree or disagree with Nathaniel's answer that it's A? So I'm seeing a lot of friends disagreeing. Can someone explain why they are disagreeing with that answer? Going to you, Maddie Camargo.
You're not paying attention.
Maddie, why? Maddie, why is that? What do you think the answer is, sweetie?
I think the answer is C because A doesn't tell, because in the picture it doesn't tells us anything about how the boat is moving fast.
Great. So Madison said, Almani, I see everything you're doing, that the answer was C. If you believe that the answer was C, give a me too, or agree, or nod your head. Looking at every single scholar right now, do we think that the answer is C? Okay, Felix is agreeing, so is Josiah. Peyton's nodding his head. Beautiful, excellent job. So almost all of us got that right. Let's give ourselves 2 claps. Ready? 1, 2. Beautiful job. Folded hands in 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so today in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, we read all about Willy Wonka going up the chocolate river and being, as we said, a little bit crazy and a little bit weird. I can't wait to read what happens tomorrow. Listen for this very important